today is the day that most of us look out for. It's Christmas! Yes. And I'm super excited. Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching from wherever they are. If you're in Uganda, if you're in East Africa, if you're in the USA, oh my God, today the sun is born. Now, here's a good thing about Christmas. When I was young, my mom used to tell me, Christmas is the day Jesus is born. We would have some nice clothes. We would go to church. We would have nice meals. We would bond with family members that we've taken years without seeing. It was really an amazing day. And I remember I always looked up to it. Even the decoration itself. We would get these disposable Christmas trees, light them up, and put balloons, put different things, and Christmas songs would be playing every now and then. Mary is poor child, Jesus Christ. It was a time of celebration and I loved every single bit about it. I must say, when I grew up, things a little bit changed. Not that we no longer bond like we used to, but when you grow up, you just grow up. I don't even know what happened, but the excitement for me fade out because I can't be excited over new clothes anymore or a good meal anymore or seeing certain people anymore because you have literally grown up. But there is something now interesting that I always look up for. Now here in Life Digest, we're going to explore beautiful more ways on how to make your Christmas more delightful like it used to be. Now, here's the thing. You remember the story of the birth of Jesus Christ? These three wise men who went to see Jesus Christ. And you know what they did? They carried gifts. To me, besides learning so much about, the birth of Jesus Christ and celebrating that I am saved, I also learned a few lessons from these wise men. Actually, it's one of my other big lessons that I learned from Christmas. Giving to the Son. Now, when the Son was born, people didn't only celebrate his birth, but they took steps and they brought gifts of myrrh, gold, silver, very expensive gifts. Now, here's the thing. Remember now, God lives in us. And we talk about the three Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And every time we celebrate the Son, we're indirectly celebrating God himself as well. And now, ever since the Son died on the cross after crucifixion, he resurrected and now he lives in us. What am I trying to say? Now, instead of giving the gifts to God himself in person, like the figure of God, which we can't see now, it's the people who represent God, who represent the Son. And I have grown to realize that now the true meaning of Christmas, besides celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ and having this bonding with families and so on, it involves giving. I know you could be giving from January to December, but here's the thing. Christmas itself, you cannot just welcome the newborn without gifts. Even when we put it in reality, like the normal lifestyle, when somebody gives birth, we always carry gifts to the hospital, like balloons, like bears. It's a boy, it's a girl. Now we know it's already a boy. Now what we can do is take off some time and give, not only in touch, but support those families who are struggling, because the people who don't even have a meal, the people who don't have, let's say, just sodas, who don't have, let's say, sauce or anything, just get something, support that family that is trying, and give meaning to the day by giving to them. Now, this is a culture that I've personally developed, and I must confess that it's one of the things that now gives a lot of meaning to my Christmas. Yes, I celebrate Jesus' birth, and I am happy because yes, I'm not one of those people who travel to the village. Like some people travel to the village to meet, relatives, do some family reunions. Personally, people come to my place, to my mom's home in town, so we celebrate from there, like my relatives, my immediate siblings and all. So once that is done, so before the day itself, I make sure that I have a family that I have blessed. I am sure that somewhere, somehow, someone is feeding on my expense. You get that gives value, that gives meaning to Christmas. I don't know where you're watching from. I don't know who you are. I don't know, what you could have done. But in case you haven't blessed any family, why don't we just make it a culture? We can even find a way here in Life Digest to just, collect money together or support an orphanage on top of other individual works that we keep doing and just go bless them. But still, it doesn't even kill if you spend the Christmas evening with them, you get. Because at the end of the day, it's about showing love. Giving is an act of love. It's an act of love. That's why for God so loved the world that he gave his only beloved son, the one that we're celebrating his birth today. So the fact that he loved and he gave only that which he had, we can also do the same. There is no money that is too little. There is no money that is not enough. If you could, buy a loaf of bread, that can be meaningful to someone. If you could buy a kilogram of sugar, that can also be meaningful to someone. Sometimes we underestimate the amount of money we have, but trust me, for someone out there, someone who's right there, it could mean a lot. It may not be in form of money, it could be in form of clothes. Just bless someone today. Celebrate by giving. Oh my God, there's a feeling it brings to you when you know that someone somewhere, instead of starving, you saved their day. Instead of feeding on portion, you give them a better meal. You get. So let's carry that culture on, guys. I feel like today I don't have much to say, but just tell you that the son is born. We should rejoice in him. We should show love to him by loving on others. And how better way can we do that? By giving out to them, feeding a few families here and there, spending time with the needy, the vulnerable. Do something you wouldn't have done in the normal. Just like the three wise men did, you can do it. Thank you for watching Life Digest. Today has been so brief because I know it's about eating, it's about celebrating, it's about drinking, it's about showing love and giving. So take off time. If you didn't plan for this, get up now. Do it. Let's go celebrate the birth of Christ by giving and showing love to others. I love you so much. I am called Marjorie Mwanguzi, and just know every other Saturday we're going to be uploading new videos here and there about lifestyle, about reality, about growth, about expansion, about anything, you just name it. I love you. Stay blessed. This is Life Digest.